Hey, how you guys doing? This is William Myers back at you with another video, and in today's video I got a really nice carving knife for you, so don't go away. Alright, so what I got for you guys today is the Ben Orford Sloyd Carver. Sloyd, S-L-O-Y-D, if I am saying that wrong.
Say it 3 times fast.
Yeah, right. Ben Orford Sloyd Carver. Ben Orford Sloyd Carver. If I am saying that incorrect, my Scandinavian brothers, I am very sorry. But yeah, I am not fluent in Swedish or Finnish or anything like that. Anyway, that's what this is. To my understanding, Sloyd means like craft. It's a class basically that they teach in Sweden and Finnish or Finland and stuff like that. Anyway, that's what he calls the knife. I'm just relaying that to you. This is now one of my favorite carving knives. You know, wood carving is one of the things that I'm very avid about. There are lots of negatives to this, but the positives outweigh the negatives. So let's go through that right now. So just right away, I want to get through to some of the negatives about this knife. When it came to me, it did not have a great sheath at all. And as you can see, it's unsheathed now because the sheath is gone. It was just a folded square piece of leather that slid onto it. My kids also really love this knife. In fact, one of them was packing it for a couple of months. I don't do video reviews on any kind of tool or implement unless I've had it for a while. You know, get used to it and see if it's going to stand the test of time. The kid lost the sheath, but it was that easy to lose the sheath. It was, like I said, just a folded piece of leather over the sheath, over the knife. So that's one thing to think about. If you're going to buy one of these, they're around 70 pound, UK dollars, whatever. So I mean, now what is that, like 80, 83 something US dollars? I don't know. 2, when this thing came to me, the handle was rough. It may be of a mistake because if I look on the website, it doesn't look like the way that it came to me. But when this came to me, the handle was very rough. It looked like unfinished, square edges and ridges, lots of ridges. But it's a wood handle. I just took some sandpaper to it, sanded it out, you know, made it smooth, and treated the wood to waterproof, well, water resistant. Don't want water to get it into it, waterlog it. But like I said, this is one of my favorite little carvers. It is pretty much perfect, and it goes with my adage of just because you have a small knife doesn't mean you have to have a small handle. You know, a lot of knife makers and designers, they make small knives that are awesome, looks very cool as a wood carver, and you know, you can get into the really tight spots. But then they make these little 3-finger, 2-finger handles that go with it. It's like, yeah, why? You know, just because it's a small knife doesn't mean it needs a small handle, and this handle was very nice. After I finished it out, which, like I said, I don't know if that's a mistake by the company or not, but after I finished it out, the handle is really, really nice. So let's go ahead and get this on a piece of wood and show you guys what it can do. So one of the reasons why I definitely like this knife as far as wood carving goes is I can get my hand as close to the blade edge as I possibly can, and this knuckle is going to provide leverage, and you know, it's going to give me some guidance as well. You know, I'm not slicing through the wood, I'm just push cutting through the wood right now. And for wood carvings like faces that I do, some things that take hours and hours, I would never try to do them on video. Maybe I'll show them sometime. Spoon carving, things like that. This knife has definitely shown itself to that.
What's the steel?
You know what? I honestly couldn't tell you because it doesn't even say on the website what the steel is.
Souls, it's not D2.
Right, yeah.
It really I'm gonna laugh if it is D2.
Well, it really doesn't. You know, I'm not really huge, especially this is not something that I'm putting on my hip and I would say this is my survival knife, and if I get into trouble, this thing's going to replace, you know, it's going to do the same task as my axe and all this blah blah blah. That I want some specific steels for and things like this. Is a carver. This is a hobby knife in my opinion, you know, something that I can maybe even wear around my neck.
What would you guess it to be based on sharpening and what you've done with it so far?
I think it might be 1095 or 01 possibly. Have I tried to throw sparks from it or anything like that? No, but this thing sharpens to just a hair popping razor edge very quickly, even just dropping it. And you know, that mirror polish that's very, very quick to get back onto the knife once I have taken that edge off, makes me believe that it is some kind of really high carbon steel.
So now it's going to be curious to see what it actually is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably completely wrong. Somebody's going to bust me on.
Well, it's almost interesting, like, you know, I was kind of making this argument the other day. It's like if we didn't tell you what the steel was and you just went out and used it, like, what would your experience be?
Well,
if you weren't thinking ahead of time.
So I remember 6-7 years ago, all the rage was 01 tool steel.
Yep.
Every knife had to be 01 tool steel. And I prefer 01 tool steel. That's just me. 1095, 1075, blah, 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 blah. Now all the rage is CPM 3V, you know, blah, 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 all these super steels. Does it really have to be that? In my opinion, no. That's just my opinion. But like I said, again, moving back to the blade itself, you know, carving little intricate details. You know, out of the corner of this, just really quickly, if anybody's a wood carver, you can see this will be like the start of a nose. Knock that piece off there. We can bring the eyes in, things like that. You know, and I'd have to come around here and adjust the nose and all that stuff. I'm not going to do that on camera. Just like I said, you know, I'm not going to make this video an hour long of me carving a face out of this piece of stick. But you can see what I'm saying. Just little intricate details here. And the way that this knife is designed, it is not a sharp spine on here. I know that we rave about those, but you know, like I said, this is a different tool for a different task. This is a carver meant to be a carver.
Yeah, if it's meant to be a carver, you need to do the thumb assist and all that.
Right. So I mean, having this tool to where I can get in with the tip and maybe drag down the lip of a notch so I can curl the notch so I can hang things from it. And I actually busted this side of the notch, but you get the point. You know, I could bring this notch, concave it so I can hang pots from it, etc., etc. But like I said, that's one of the reasons why I really like this knife, because it is a small blade, it's a small carver with tons of purchase that I can get in and make really nice, intricate, detailed cuts, and just a serviceable blade as well, like a patch knife, a neck knife that I would wear. This thing will hog wood. You know, making spoons and taking the majority of the meat out of a stick for carving a spoon or what have you. This thing does an amazing job. And this isn't soft wood. This is a hickory. Or no, I'm sorry, that's a walnut. But this also in reverse grip, you're not going to notice any difference. It's got that nice palm swell right there. When it in reverse grip, goes right into your palm. Fits very nicely. Really nice in the reverse grip. And again, we'll just hog wood right out, getting more detailed cuts and getting the wood away from the project that you want to finalize. All right, guys. Nice to be back on YouTube. As you, a lot of you have been just driving me nuts. When are you going to be? When are you doing videos again? When are you doing video games? I have been taking some time off YouTube to focus on myself, but I'm back, and it's nice to be back. Nice to give you guys this little short video about this carving knife that I've been pretty much obsessed with for the last 8 months or so. Glad you guys are back with me, and hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, I appreciate it. If you haven't already, click subscribe down below. Hit that little bell icon to get notifications of new videos. And thank you for all your comments and support. And hopefully we'll see you in the woods. And again, we'll just hog the wood. Did you catch that? I caught it in my mouth. 3, 2, 1.